Oh my God, the live stream today. There was a Hasbro live stream today, guys. If you didn't tune in, they announced the HasLab Galactus, which was, what was your first impression when you saw him?
I mean, obviously the size is incredible. I think he stands like over 3 feet tall. So he's like a whole half of me. His little horns are probably going to go up to my waist, which is just like what am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? That's my first impression, is what am I going to do with that?
What did they say? He was 32 inches.
Was it 32? Yeah, that's just insane. That's like, I'm going to have to, I'm already like stressed. I ordered 2 of the HasLab Sentinels and I'm already like, what the fuck am I going to do with them? I'm like going to have to clear off my like gorgeous lady statue collection to like fit Sentinels somewhere in my X-Men display behind me. But like, where's a 3-foot Galactus going to go? I don't know. I'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. We will clearly figure it out.
I'm not going to figure it out because I don't even know where to put this toy.
I don't even know where mine is. At least yours was available.
Well, because I was in Miami and I saw him there and I was like, I need to bring him back because I've been reading a lot of Silver Surfer recently, the 80s run and the Mobius mini, which I love. And I wanted Galactus. I'm like, this is so great. Like now, obsolete. I don't want to throw him. Although Jesse Falcon was like,
my God, don't throw him.
Jesse Falcon was like, he's so precious and everything. Mine is pretty good. I think he only has like a little chip on his butt.
The only thing I think that mine has is like yours, the skirt kind of faded a little bit over time. Like the blues. Did you see the blues on Jesse's like Paint Master? I was like, oh my God, look at those matching blues. What was your impression of the HasLab's Galactus though?
Well, so I've wanted this since the second they teased it. I mean, I've wanted it and I'm really happy. Again, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I love that he lights up. I knew he was going to light up. We knew he was going to light up.
Of course.
Is he cheaper than the Sentinel? Wait, hang on. I wrote notes. He's $399. How much was the Sentinel in the end?
I have blocked it out of my mind.
Yeah, because you
idea. I think it was like but I do think it was like 300, 350 though.
I think 350. 350 is the number that comes to my mind with like everything. So it's funny. I was talking to Ryan Ting the other day, and he was here like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to be on the live stream on Friday." And I was like, "What?" And because obviously he's on pat leave,
daddy duty.
But we got Agent M and Jesse Falcon, and Agent M, of course, is notorious at Marvel. Did I tell you I met with him when I worked at Marvel because I was going to Wizard, and he had just come from Wizard?
I think so. Refresh my memory.
And I just they just like someone at Wizard, I'm forgetting who it was. They were like, oh, just go talk to him. And he was legitimately a nice guy. Like I went to his cubicle and I asked him like a zillion questions about how do I get to Conquerors New York to what should I expect? He's such a great guy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch a lot of the Marvel digital content, so I'm not super familiar with him, but like I know the name, obviously Agent M. He's been around forever. What did you think? What did you think of the design and like how it compares to like the ML9 Galactus? Are you more of a stan of that more streamlined look, or are you feeling this more?
Well, you tell me. I'm happy. I'm looking at the images right now. Hang on, I'm putting up like the wrong images. It looks so much better. Here's the thing about the Toy Biz Hasbro, the Toy Biz Wave 9 Galactus. I like the face from what I can see a lot better on this one. Like Toy Biz just really nailed like character models back in the day. This face looks, and again, I'm just seeing like a very blurred image from the live stream. Looks just like, it doesn't look as detailed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I think to me, I don't think it's any sort of downgrade. I think between the different face plates, you kind of have whatever Galactus you want. I think I like the angry one the best myself, but I will say something that I do prefer about the Toy Biz one. I think that the HasLab's version is a little busy for me, just like the overall design. I think I prefer like the more streamlined like Kirby version without all like the rivets and shoulder pads and like I don't know. There's a lot of textures happening, but obviously I'm like stealthily navigating the HasLab's website, buying him right now. So, like, let me put on my clown makeup really, really quickly. Obviously, despite the fact that I'm like, oh, I would prefer my Galactus a little more Kirby-esque. I'm like obviously dropping $400, like no big deal.
I mean, I am to the second we are done here. I'm comparing the headshots. You know what? So I'm looking at a closer image of the HasLab one. I mean, look, it's insanely detailed. It looks great.
I think it just says something that how ahead of their time Toy Biz was, that their head sculpt holds up.
It's different, and I agree. I think that's the operative thing that you just always are so right. Like the head sculpt holds up. It's just different. It's just a different rendering. Like he has a more somber face for the bath, the Toy Biz bath, but the crown is different. He has like more circular orbs on his crown.
Yeah.
And then the ears, like the corn ears, I think that's what Dwight called it, are very detailed in the HasLab. So,
well, I think that the helmet and the lights and all of that, that's all great. But I think that that's part of like the what I like more about the ML9 version, just a little bit more streamlined. I definitely never was super into the Marvel Universe version, especially the head on it. I thought the helmet in particular, it looked kind of like a beehive or something. It wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
I think that
was that the one that talked?
Yes. I never
Jesse Falcon's voice. Jesse Falcon's voice.
Oh, was it? I did not know that.
So
See,
I don't quote
all
me.
of this incredible like little
Silver. I'm good for something.
Yeah, you'd have to be. I have to be honest. I'm a little upset that I sold my Terrax now.
Oh,
he was one that went in because he was in that the Hope Summers like Return of ML. He was the Build-A-Figure for that. He's got to be one of the stretch goals, right? I mean, I can't be the only one Terrax list at this point.
I was thinking of that. It's so funny. We're always on the same page with that kind of stuff because I was thinking, I want all the heralds assembled. And I was like,
Frankie.
well, yeah, exactly. You took the words out of my mouth.
If we don't get Frankie Ray.
If we don't get Frankie Ray, then like, I don't want the heralds. I need Frankie Ray.
Yes. No. And I want her, like, they haven't been doing it with their Silver Surfers, but I want her, like, do you remember the 90s Silver Surfer line? Do you remember the Frankie Ray that we got in that?
Yeah.
She was posable fire hair and her like vac metal gold body. I want that exactly, but Legends. Like
So I've come across that. I've wanted it. I found it in comic book stores. I can't remember now why, but I was like, I don't think I want it. I don't want this figure part of my collection, but I want Frankie Ray. And I was rereading Heralds, which I think is a mess of a story, but still, in theory, I like it. In theory, I like it a lot.
I mean, I would support any of those obscure attempts Marvel made in the early 2000s to be more female centric. They weren't the best, but you know, Heralds, Marvel Divas, all of those, I'll take it.
So $3.99. We have to support it now till August 31st. They're looking for 14K backers. Dan gave us the goal of under 26 hours, and then they'll reveal what's in the red bubble wrap.
Do they really think that they're going to have a problem? They're not getting 14K. Do they really think that that's going to be a problem? Like, I realize that people aren't going to be buying multiples like they did of the Sentinel, but there are 14,000 Fantastic Four Jack Kirby fans out there that are going to snatch up Galactus like he'd snatch up our planet if Reed Richards would have let him.
Wait, but that's a really valid point you make. I think the reason why the Sentinel went like hotcakes because there were people like you who bought multiple ones.
Right.
And I think some people even bought 3. Wait, how many did you buy? You bought 2.
Two. I think someone on the Fwoosh bought like 7 or 8, and I'm like, okay. It must be nice to be rich.
Dude, man, like, I get it. I mean, I would have, now that I'm thinking about it, I would have gotten 2. I don't know. I have the Here Comes Tomorrow Sentinel, which again, like, I feel the Here Comes Tomorrow Sentinel from Wave 10 aged really well. I still love it. And I think it's Rover, which is who he's called in the comics, is a character in of himself. So I don't mind having multiple Sentinels.
You convinced me to keep my Build-A-Figure Sentinel with that logic, actually, because it was right around the time that you came to Texas. Is when I was doing like my big purge and like going through everything. I was like, oh, I have 2 HasLab Sentinels coming. I can get rid of ML10. And I thought you would have backed me up. And you're like, no, that's Rover. Like, you have to keep Rover. That's a separate character altogether. And I'm like, you're right. and he's somewhere in this closet, along with Galactus and every other figure that I don't have space for. But hey, let me buy another Marvel Legend that's 6 times bigger than a standard Marvel Legend. Totally have space for that.
Wait, are you on the site, on the HasLab website?
I am, yes.
Do they have it like the Sentinel where they're giving all the information? Did they reveal how many backers they had with the Sentinel?
They did, but I don't remember how many it was. When I was just on, let me refresh my screen.
Okay, so they're at 1,700 now.
Oh my God, it was at 400 when I was there last.
Oh my God, I know. I have to. We have 45 days, 12 hours, and 2 minutes. Guys at home, go get this. If you have the scratch to burn, it's expensive. It's $3.99, but I think this is worth it. And you're going to regret it later on because, oh my God.
He's beautiful. But I again, what do I need this Galactus for? I have nowhere to put him, but oh God, it's happening. It's already happened. Let's be honest. I was among the first 500 people to back this with my clown makeup on and everything. I took that off real quick.
Take it off. Really? You took it off? Oh.
But like, okay. So Dwight was scared of him falling over. If Dwight is scared that Galactus falling over is going to shatter him, how terrified should I be? Like, are these bitches coming with stands? Because what do you do when a 3 foot tall $400 action figure bites it?
Oh, I don't know. Like, I had a heart attack. I don't know how you are with your Marvel Legends Storm. My Storm, she falls all the time. Like, if you notice right there, she's like in a corner. I had to put Storm in the corner because she keeps falling.
Bitch.
I
don't have to worry about it.
Listen, bitch. I know. I need to order a flight stand. I use the SH Figure Art Sailor Moon ones, but they're really weak and flimsy. So Storm still falls.
I will send you the ones that I use. They're amazing.
Dude, and she knocked over Moira. And like, I was like, and did I tell you my Wanda statue, the one of her like this?
Yeah.
It toppled over overnight. I know, thank God no one was in here. And then at first I thought it was like a prank. I don't know why I thought it was a prank.
It was me.
I know, it was like you snuck into my apartment. I was just like, no, she didn't fall over. And I'm like, holy shit, she did. So I agree with you. What is going to happen when this 3 foot Galactus topple? Does that mean everything breaks?
She's going to take down everything. Devourer of displays. I can't wait to see all of these like YouTube, Instagram, Toy Bros posting pictures of Galactus wiping out their whole collection. It's going to be so funny. I'm sorry. That just means it's going to happen to me.
No, it's going to happen to me. So wait, let me sound off a couple like points here. 70 points of articulation, 20 in each hand. I don't care about articulation. I don't know how you are with that. I like articulation, but it's not like, I'm not a diehard. I mean, it's not the mount I die on.
I pose it like yearbook photos. So articulation, as long as I can get them to stand up and like fit together, I'm a pretty bland poser. So it's nice to have articulation. 20 in each hand seems a little excessive. That probably could have saved us like $50, but hey, yeah. Sure.
LED lights in the head and chest, that is a deal breaker for me. I wanted him to light up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that the lights in the head make him look a little busy. It's not my preferred design for Galactus, but I mean, it's incredible.
I think we've talked about 32 inches to death. Bigger than the Sentinel. The Sentinel is like 27, 26. What did Dwight say? I didn't.
Yeah, it's a full Legends figure taller than the Sentinel. So the Sentinel is 26 and Galactus, I think, is 32, which, refresh my memory, isn't the Sentinel Build-A-Figure bigger than the Galactus Build-A-Figure? We're swapping this time around, right? Yeah.
I have to, you know what? I have the Sentinel Build-A-Figure in my closet and I saw it as I was pulling out Galactus, but let's do a size comparison and see that. But I like Dwight's reasoning, which is he has to be big. He has to be the biggest one.
Yeah, I totally agree. I always thought kind of at the time that it was weird that the Sentinel was a head taller than Galactus.
Jesse Falcon was serving Jeff Goldblum vibes.
I haven't seen him with his long hair.
It's what I have in my notes there.
I hadn't seen him with his long hair. He's looking a little different than the last live stream I saw him in. But hey, I'm always here for some Jesse Falcon. I mean, we've been harassing him for 20 years now, and he's still with us. Bless his heart.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Jesse Falcon used to go on the Foosh a lot back in like 2004, 2005, when Legends was just really taking off, and you could talk to him. He gave some feedback on like the process and everything, and he's a good guy. And actually, I DM'd him when I wanted to get an internship at Marvel, and he gave me the HR contact's name there. So he was very sweet.
On the Foosh? You're using
on the Foosh? On the Foosh. Wow, I think I had to go through a moderator. I had to go through like a moderator. I'm forgetting who the moderators were, but like a moderator kind of like set it up for us to talk. And it was very sweet. And he was a very nice guy. I don't think I ever saw him. I saw him once or twice at Marvel, but he had no idea who I was. Yeah, well, I'm excited. I love Galactus.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, one more thing I wanted to say. But this is how big they've gotten. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
New York Times reveal. They revealed, like they teased Galactus in the Times.
That's nuts. I mean, this is a legitimate question. Are action figure fans reading the Times? Like, where does that overlap come? Like, I read the Times. I mean, I read the Times.
But yeah, we do it for other reasons too. I don't know if I don't go there
for my action figure news. I think that's amazing though. I think it just goes to show where the Marvel brand is now, that someone like the New York Times is going to publish a Galactus HasLabs reveal. Like, we've come a long way from, aftimes.com and, the Marvel Toy Biz message boards. I mean, we're in the New York Times, baby.
New York Times, baby. Did we talk about what we think is in the red bubble wrap that Ryan Tate forbids? I think it's a Silver Surfer. One of them is going to be a Silver Surfer. Harold.
I think it would be really cool if we got like a vac metal Silver Surfer, like they used to do it in the 90s. We haven't gotten one to my knowledge. I don't know. I'm not a big collector of Silver Surfer action figures, but I have the Walgreens one and he's not, that mirrored vac metal. That would be really cool. Frankie Ray would be really cool, but I don't know enough about Galactus paraphernalia. I'm like what are they called? The costume accessory things, an ultimate nullifier for, to scale. I don't know.
So we know What If is coming out next month. What if they gave us Dazzler as the Herald?
I mean, have the mold? I would die. Like, people, thank you for bringing that up. People forget that Dazzler is affiliated. She wasn't exactly a herald. Exactly. I don't want to have the other Dazzler stands coming for me saying I'm spreading misinformation. But
yeah, all two of them are really going to come for you.
They really are. You know what, bitch? You're shady. You're shady. I like it. I like it this morning. Ask me again this afternoon. No, but she did. She was, she did do some work, we'll say, for Galactus and in her solo series. I would obviously love it. I would love her disco jumpsuit is supposed to be silver. So hey, if they want to give us a vac metal jumpsuit Dazzler, I'm for that. Just give us all the vac metal. Surfer, Frankie Ray, Dazzler. I'm here. Is that even what it's called?
I don't know. I'm just copying what you're saying. The only thing I'm going to add to your list, which I agree. Look, if we got some of the heralds, especially Frankie Ray, I'm going to be very happy. Yes. The only one I can see them doing as sort of like a gag is the Golden Oldie, which is Aunt May as a herald of Galactus. It would be a cute way to give us an Aunt May figure. And, I think it will be like a last little, like, here's a little accessory for it. But I don't think she will be like the selling point. I think we'll get a Frankie Ray or another Silver Surfer. I think Silver Surfer is very likely.
I think Golden Oldie is very likely. I think you're onto something there. I think that's a very... I don't want to speak, my close personal friend, Jesse Falcon, who I have harassed online for 20 plus years.
You love you, Jesse.
That seems like something he would be into. And he did say that the last of the tiers to be revealed is his favorite. So we'll see. I don't know. I think that could be. I think that's a good job.
Good job.
Give me Frankie. I need Frankie for fuck's sake.
I want Frankie so bad. I may actually now look at the Silver Surfer Toy Biz Frankie and see if I want her. And I'm going to remember why I didn't want her. And I'm going to like DM you all afternoon why. And then it's going to end with me crying because I have a wedding and a happy hour and a lunch today. And
it's you're going to be shit faced.
She's going to be shit faced. And I'm going to be texting you, being like, I think I really want it.
You should get it. That was my binary figure for years. I used her as binary, but I had two. Frankie, I needed Frankie, but I also needed Frankie.
Give us Frankie, Hasbro.
Do it.
All right, guys. I'm the Uncanny Dayspring.
And I'm the adjectiveless Flinkman.
And thank you for joining us for this mini-sode.
Thanks so much.